Hello everyone, welcome to Esoteric Ebb. After the last episode in which I completely destroyed my throat while I was talking as a halfling would, and at least that's how I imagined them to talk, or this particular one to talk. Now we are finally going back to the city and I can, rest my vocal cords as we are just gonna possibly have some more interactions with differently speaking folks, or we are gonna try to find ourselves a place to have a little maybe snooze. We need to find a place to sleep. That's a problem because we have no inkling aside from a friend place where we could go to sleep. I don't think he wants us to sleep there, but it might very well end this way where we will be forced to do it anyway. Can I go there? Is there a little side road that's gonna lead me there? Oh, this way. I thought this is gonna be like... No? Wait. Can I go there though? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, we're gonna go here. I think we're supposed to go there, right? It's a little bit difficult to navigate right now. Let me try doing that. Not that. I wanna prepare the spell that we've got. I know we have no spell slots, but that's not a problem. Charm person, cure wounds. Can we prepare them all? We actually have space enough to prepare them all. So now we have a new one. Detect alignment. This is gonna affect all creatures in the current area, which is good, which is very nice. I think it might be good to use one incense to get back one spell slot, just in case. Just in case we need to use it. Let's go there. Let's go back. I'm not sure if it's back actually. Maybe it's gonna be a new... Yeah, it is a new place. What is that? That's... Oh, there's a druid craft. Whispering to the spirits of nature, you create a tiny harmless sensory effect that follows you. Can I use it? Oh, I can. This allows you to engage with primal entities that would otherwise hide from your presence. Do I need to have it on at all time? That's the question. I can also... I've completely forgot that I have a short rest. It not only gives me back HP, but also spell slot. Oh, after resting, all dice checks are unlocked. Interesting. Should have... I completely forgot about it. This is the 10th episode and I only remember that now? That's freaking crazy. Let's see if this is a friendly creature. It's a regular, non-giant crab. I'm not sure whether it's that regular. You spot a crab on the rock. Official name is Tornian Crawler. It does a little shimmy. Yes, Cleric, this is a crab. We can pet it. Can I speak with animals here? Because that is an animal, right? No reason to cast a spell. Whatever. I'm gonna pet the crab. Fuck it. I wanna pet the crab. Can I pet that crab? Can I pet that crab? Bad call, hombre. We've got 6 XP, so we're gonna get another level. That's great. We got the 3rd level by petting a crab. Could it be a better moment to get a level than that? You reach 4th, and the crab immediately snips onto your index finger. Huh? Panic! The crab pincers grip your finger hard. Hard! Your index will come off soon. 7 point... Oh my god, 1 point. 1 HP. Okay, I'm gonna use Speak with Animal. Your magic causes you to hear a tiny sound from the crab. A sound that turns into a squeaky voice. Got your pincer, haha! Ain't I a stinker? The crab says in a tone of voice that reminds you of the most annoying person you've ever met. Please let me go, crab. Okay, since you ask so nicely. When your index is released, you immediately feel the blood begin to flow once more. Okay, I also need to heal up. This is too scary. I am gonna use the 2nd level spell. Only 5 hit points. Also, Snell received hit points back, but feeling fresh. But that's just because I didn't have any other spell slots right now, so I needed to do that. What is like being a crab? It's great. What do you like about being a crab? It's great. Snip with your hands. He snips his pincers. A happy crab. That is so nice. We have a happy crab here. He almost killed us, but that's besides the point. What's your name? I am Criminity. cool name! Thanks! Criminity the Crab. The Happy Crab. I beg your pardon. Do you have any information for me? Oh yes, I do! Did you know that there is an abundance of worms on the riverbank this time of year? There always is. It's causing me to gain a few pounds. The ladies will love it. Ho, we've got ourselves a lover crab. And not even the bad kind. That's it for now. Thank you, crab. An instant later, the crab's voice disappears. Hope you had a riveting convo. Now can we go? Are you allowed to loiter here? What do you know about the tea shop? It snips with its pincers once. What's that, Krabby? Johnny Longneck blew up the tea shop? Johnny Longneck is an infamous pirate captain of the Arcane era. Had an airship capable of ransoming the safety of entire cities, called the Green Rock. It, along with its captain, was lost in the wastes of Old Diminor around 200 AE. I fail to understand why are we asking those questions after breaking the spell. That's a little bit weird, right? We should have just continue questioning the crab with the spell on, but sure, let's just go with it. Damn, guess we'll have to find him. Johnny Longneck? Not again! Him and his dastardly plans. Also, I'm joking. Please do not take that seriously. We're not going into the Rician waste to seek out Johnny Longneck's crash site. One of those pirate legends. Many adventurers seek his ship. Seek his ship. And tomb in the Rician waste. Reading difficult. Talking difficult. Spoil sport. Are you allowed to loiter here? It does not respond. What are you voting in the election? It makes no noise in reply to your questions. Well, I guess we could use the speak with animals again, but I don't have the spell slots. I could technically use one instance, talk with him again, now use the speak with animals. Your magic causes to hear a tiny sound from the crab, a sound that turns into a squeaky voice. Hi there, big fellow. Oh no, those are the same things. No. Okay, we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna leave that crab. We just wasted an instance for that and a spell slot. No. What is that? You hear the endless turning of cogs inside. Level advancement. Level. I forgot completely. But we have level 3 right now. Our cleric is getting more powerful. And we will now get 1 ability score increased, 5 hit points and 1 hit dice. So, what can we increase right now that makes the most sense? If I increase charisma to 17, that's not gonna change much. Wisdom is also. Intelligence is gonna go to +4, which is good. This is not gonna change. I am gonna increase my intelligence. It might come in handy. I know that the wisdom is also very, very, you know, I really want to like go for wisdom as well, but intelligence is the only one that gets us the instant benefit. And you know, we people are always interested in the short-term gain, and that's why intelligence it is. We also are gonna get more spell slots of both levels. We actually have one right now. That's cool. And with 3rd level, this is getting much more manageable to even fight with certain creatures. There's a lot of quests that we have unlocked. Young and dumb. Take root. Okay. I'm gonna take root. Wonder what's that gonna mean. Am I gonna turn into a tree? Trouble brewing. Young women running across the streets, slinging Asgalist propaganda to unsuspecting citizens. Oh, we remember those. Boys causing chaos in the name of some helpless magazine-inspired rebellion. This cannot be tolerated. It really can be. It really can be. What? It can be tolerated. It's just some kids. That kind of looseness will bring order to its knees. It's all the Asgal youths if nothing to warrant such pushback. This era is one of communication. Ideas interchange freely between a populace of free-minded thinkers. Folk dreaming of an egalitarian potential. However, the problem lies with the unfortunates who break and sear Volcarian thought with reckless unkindness. You must pray for them, beg of them, to please stop being so mean. Appealing to their better nature, great idea. Be sarcastic. Appealing to their better nature, great idea. Don't be sarcastic. Don't be sarcastic. We must keep hope for those with anger in their hearts. Those boys might be unkempt and rough, but they are proud citizens of a great city. They're performing a service, albeit a crude one beyond the realm of law. But the youth Asgals, they are even more unlawful, to a much steeper degree. Steeper. Steeper. How do you calculate the degree of unlawfulness? Entirely through the morality of their behavior, which means feelings? Feelings. Yes. You are feeling like the boys are in the right. What has happened here is a complication upon society, a representation of the wider culture. Young men are drawn towards the rough, downtrodden world of the dreamers, the hope of national unity through an Urfian story, one of the leadership and honor. But without that guiding star, there is no such singularity, no control, no wise king to bend the knee to. Instead, those boys are simply expressing pain through violence, enacted onto those who are attempting to craft a more caring future. That is, young women. They, as opposed to young men, are drawn towards a more social type of unity, with welfare and Asgalian flattened hierarchical structures. Beyond Asgal himself, who is by his function also a male figure, it is to womanly people you shall look towards. Lady Fair is one. The halfling god. Yes, Lady Fair and those not. The walking god who have everything to save her people. Her words are few but spread far across the coast. Her church is quite active among Norwegian society as an organization of charity, one open to all folk, no matter their origin. An egalitarian dream. This is why women, as harsh as this is to say, are simply more suited for Norwegian leadership. Lady Fair makes it clear. A house held by women stands any season. I agree. Women clearly build a more thoughtful and caring world for us all. But I want to lead in the future, and I'm not a woman. Does that mean that I have no interest in the future and nor any type of leadership? I want to stay in the darkness and wither away. Jesus Christ, Cleric is immediately going into the most dramatic kind of choice. At least one of those is. I feel like there should be some middle ground here. What about a house held by a person never falls? That's catchy, right? Right? Does I want to lead in the future? I'm torn between those two choices. I feel like a good man for thinking such egalitarian things. Exactly. It's like, oh, I'm such a good boy. I'm the goodest of them boys. I do think I'm kinda drawn towards the I wanna lead in the future. Fuck it. I'm gonna be the weirdest, the strangest, the stupidest, and silliest leader in the future. You can be bring. The moment we talk about, us being in the leadership position, our wisdom is failing, us. You can bring wisdom and goodness to the world as a man. But if a woman rises to the occasion, you must make an effort to enable her rise. There is something so powerful about dreams. Ideas spreading from man to woman, woman to man. But the Asgalian dream is not a blessing, it is a smile wrought in pain. A vision of 1,000 layers of intersected nets and labels, tangling every person and snaring them into oppressor or oppressed. And there is oppression. There are unfair hierarchies. The world is corrupt. But not fundamentally. If these boys are pushing back against Asgalism, that is only natural. It is an ideology which pushes a foundational belief that they are naturally oppressively superior. If a young man grows up in a squalor, finding zero advantages from him being a man among patriarchs, nor any power from being a human, especially if he grows up within non-human clusters, something many of the poorest humans do. When he's unable to find a job at age 19 and he has almost no political, societal, or economic power in his life, which dream do you think he would believe in? The one calling him to fight to reclaim what is his by right, a good life as a future patriarch? Or the one calling him an oppressor? It does not call him an oppressor. That is an unfair reading. Asgalism is about systemic change, that young man is trapped in the same cycle of violence that all men find themselves since the dawn of time, that he must fight, that he must be a patriarch to have that good life. Asgalism would lay the foundation that allows him to be free from these burdens. He would be free to find that job, that good life, with the same prospects as everyone else. That foundation is laid by raising women to the forefront, by allowing them to flatten our hierarchies and bring about a new world. If you ask me about this kind of man versus woman conflict, and obviously I am subjective and biased since I'm a man, I would say that my perfect world is a world where it just doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. I know that in our world sadly, it still matters. Let's be honest with ourselves. It does matter. In so many things, women has it so much freaking harder than men. Like, and if we are trying to kind of like not look at it this way, or we are trying to say, no, it's equal right now. No, fuck no. It is difficult. However, my ideal is to actually have the equality, like actual equality. And you know, if that means we need to raise women a little bit, or lower men, I would prefer to raise others than lower the other ones, you know, like that has this like better flavor to it, like we're making someone feel better instead of making someone feel worse. That would be good to do, that would be good to achieve. But what are the options that we have here? I suppose if a man has already has it pretty terrible in a world there... Let me say it one more time. I suppose if a man already has it pretty terrible in a world where he's supposed to be at top, then a world where his advantage at gun would seem even worse. But that's like saying that I completely ignore the other gender, you know, the other sex. Like, that means, like, I don't care, I'm just focused on guys, right? It's kind of sad to choose. I'm sure there's a female perceptive here somewhere as well, but I've only really read about that in Mom's book. I don't really understand this choice, to be honest, like at all. Seems to me like it's more of a branding issue. The Asgalis needs to be more in tune with the economic aspect of intersectionality. They're clearly losing out on a ton of angry book-burning boys. Look, I just want what's best for women. No, I don't care about men or women. I am an equal hater. We all suck. You know what, guys? I kind of feel that. But not too strongly. I wonder, do I understand this correctly? Is this particular option saying that we should try to reach out to book-burning boys and get them to kind of convert so we can have like truly egalitarian society where we try to like find the best for both them and for both women, with maybe a bigger emphasis on women for at the very least for the time being? Because if that's the case here, I would love to choose this one. Seems to me like it's more of a branding issue. The Asgalists need to be more in tune with the economic aspect of intersectionality. They're clearly losing out on a ton of angry book-burning boys. Oh, I guess I can choose that, right? I wonder. That is an argument, but it does not change the core values. You need to come to that realization. The one every boy reaches towards the late stages of their capitalistic, pubertistic, and socialistic awakenings. That... No, not at all. It is only your placement you must understand. Figure out where you've planted those 2 feet of yours and accept where your bones will begin their incessantly slowish grind into the pavement. Learn more. Steel yourself. Seek love. Be more. I'm gonna go with wisdom. Like not only because I have, you know, worse chance to actually succeed at this check, but also because I understand. Suddenly understand gender! That's like a light bulb moment. Fucking... Of course I'm gonna roll a natural 1 on this particular check. Of course! No, this is far more complicated than you ever could have imagined. So many relations, so many intersectional divergences. How a man who feels feminine connects in the hierarchy with a woman who feels womanly but acts manly in order to fit among patriarchal standards, only to be controlled by a manly woman who seeks feminine ideals in order to break those same standards. It is simply too much for you to make sense of, to break down, to sample even an inch of truth from the whole. No one said this whole egalitarian dream thing was going to be easy. That is true. But this is far too much for you right now, at least. Maybe it is only your side of the ale which you have any hope of understanding this day. To know men in order to know woman. Then, yes, everyone lay upon your spectrum, each judge for the perceived and internalized values. You're approximately 0.52 decimals across the line into masculinity. That is, in a less abstract definition, a little over halfway to being a full man. Sorry, what? Slightly over halfway, yes. I am only halfway? It is not ideal. Does that mean I'm a woman? This is going into a very weird direction. I am gonna... No, I'm not gonna actually choose it. I'm gonna treat it a little bit serious. I can deal with that. Of course you can. You're a man. A real man. The average man is, if you think back to your ability to sniff out manhood, usually placed around 0.50 decimals of masculinity. That makes you 0.02 more than the average man. That's not halfway then. Halfway to being the most manly, yes. You're approximately averagely, decently middle ground manly. A normally sized manhood inside of a perfectly median-shaped man. So I'm boring. You're exemplary in your defaultness. Now, you will choose. What? You know the truth, so choose a side. Well, tell me more about Lady Fair. The halflings build a religion out of feminine love. You can do something similar. Lady Fair, extra proficiency in roles when speaking with feminine characters. So there is a mechanical bonus here as well. Jesus. Tell me more about future patriarch. A brotherhood, a patriarchy, a good and just world. It is within your grasp. Extra proficiency in roles when speaking with masculine characters. Okay. Okay. Mechanically speaking, whatever, to be honest. But like, what I'm more interested in is the whole, like, everything that's around it. You know, which should I choose? Like, which one would be the most useful? What does feminine and masculine mean in this context? Let's just dive into that. Why not? It means where the target land on your gender spectrum. They will always be on one side of this esoterically decided middle point. If you disagree with the judgment, take it up with your. That is probable outcome, yes. But do not always assume the gender placement of a target. The world is often more complicated than you initially imagine. I am aware, quite likely, that I am still gonna burn myself somewhere here in the game because, you know, let's be honest, we all make mistakes. I'm not gonna ask about which is the most useful. I'm ready to make a decision. Do so, stand tall. Do not be afraid. I'm gonna pick Lady Fair. I don't like this whole strength, ooh, manliness, ooh, let's go, let's fuck them up kind of situation. I'm much more interested in seeking some kind of conversation and compromise. Alright? Lady Fair. It is done. The feminine has entered into your body, your soul, your blood. Be kind to all. Be slightly less confused about gender and leave. Yeah, that was very... I learned a lot about myself, with Snell being right next to me and probably wondering why Cleric is stopping in the middle of this probably a little bit dangerous walkway. Anyway, what is that door? Because we can finally... Actually, we were kind of going through the questing tree when this kind of thing happened. So that's interesting. Are there more of this kind of stuff? Why are we like... Woman is the one quest that we've done, and now we have the feat of Lady Fair, right? Like, why is all connected to gender that we are actually tackling? But there is nothing more there when it comes to this kind of... ow, I didn't want to do that kind of decisions, right? Nothing else I can... Oh, election week, actually interesting. You've mentioned Free Strider talking points at least one single time. You've talked about positive opinions on Asgalism about one single time. You are very clear about the fact that you should be the future God Wizard King of Norvik. You've said so 2 times. In conversation with real people. Politics isn't for you. You said that 2 times whenever the topic comes up. Being a political sure is neat. Okay, so I don't know where we're gonna go with that one. We also have this a little short reminder here about what the choices we've made. Golden Line, Copper Press Fever, Orc and bunch of dwarves are in a deadlock. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna get those documents fixed. I think it's... I don't remember if this is like getting expired tomorrow. I mean, those documents are not even legal. But anyways, where are we? Roller Mill, Upper Tolstad. Interesting. No one's here, so I guess no one will have anything against me just rummaging through those shelves. Oh gods, there's several stale baked goods here. Is there anyone that's... Oh, cardamom treat. Was that giving us 1 HP back? 5 HP back. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. What's that? The roller mill workers kept more than ledgers in their archive. What does that mean? More incense. Great. More spell slots. Always happy to have them. Actually, do we have anything? Dexterity, charisma, intelligence. Consumables, clerical, trinkets. Okay. Helmets, weaponry. We have the light crossbow, which is much more cool for us. Literature. Voting card. Sure. -1 intelligence. I just want to remind you that. Wait, where is the other rat? We had 2. Where's the second one? There was a black one as well. Oh, did we do something to it? I don't remember. Oh, also now that I was looking at that, there is this feats that we have, Lady Fair. Good. Let's see. What is here? This must lead to the rest of the roller meat. Okay, well, can we use the ladder? Straightest form of ascension. We're gonna ascend. You glance at the ladder. What kind of a man? No. What kind of a human cannot climb a simple ladder for 20 short feet? It would be embarrassing for anyone of any age to fail this. Okay then, strength. Way to fucking jinx me right now. Well, that was advantage there, so... What? It was disadvantage! I failed it! God damn it! Taking a confident step onto the ladder, you begin your climb. You close your eyes as you do so in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing your elevation. You're afraid it is very high, yet your body remains calm. Wait, your left foot, it's not on the ladder anymore. That's not good. Your right foot, that one's gotta be on the ladder, right? I'm afraid to say that no. Both of your feet have slipped off the ladder. The distant cry of a concerned goblin is far, far away from you now, as your entire being is fading into nothing on the floor of this random roller mid untoasted. Hold on, I'm dead? This is just... No, this doesn't make sense. You're a servant of Orf. You've dedicated your entire life, adult life, to serve him. This is not how you are rewarded, no! Oh, you are... No, I refuse this end. Reach out. Not yet. Not like this! Grab onto anything you can. You still have work to do. The world distorts around you. You were falling, then you were not. What did I do? This is an esoteric event. Your mind can barely register it. Esoteric event? Just fucking ascending the ladder is not an esoteric event. Intelligence, please get a grip on yourself. Your body is on the verge of breaking. Every moment a painful reminder of the 1,000 others who have failed just like you did. You will not come out of this unscathed. I have a DC-1 check with advantage because of my pocket watch. Do you think I can fail it? It was awfully close though. You follow them as they dance. One seems to go good, but it is far away. It's, by the way, attempt to pull the strings. I didn't read that, but... Yet it is moving closer by... What force, though? Is it him? Take the string handed to you in this new font that the game used for the very first time. 7 hit points. We're full. Is anything permitting a good man's quest? I don't think that's the way it should be read, but I cannot really read that. That was us? We said that. You are at the top of the ladder. God, you're slow. Can we get moving now? Yeah, let's go. That was the weirdest ladder climb in my whole life. Why is that music so epic too? A bunch of site safety rules. Then it says, if broken, contact your local union representative. Okay, what else is here? There are stairs up to the roof, and there is some... We can head out. I guess I will gonna go to the roof. The problem is I kinda wanna go back down there. Will I have to climb the roof again? Whoa! Who is that? That's some kind of creepy guy just standing on the roof. Actually, where the hell are we? We're on the top of this freaking windmill. Behold, a letter wedged in between some roof tiles. Let me grab that letter actually. That's a resistance node. It's gonna give us strength, but it's gonna take the wisdom from us, so we're not gonna be using it. We are actually using very good items. A lot of intelligence is getting you know, pumped into our veins by having those items. We're probably gonna switch that out at some point. Not yet though. What is that? There are stuff here. Can we go there? Oh no, he's on the hill. Can we yell at him from here? At her, I'm so sorry. Lady Shamar, Mountain Lamb. Interesting. Strength. That's not gonna probably work well. Of course it. No idea. This is some kind of unidentified, you know, creature, person that's there, that is hidden by the veil of their, you know, clothes. We cannot do anything about it. Can we behold that? A street sign you can look at. You can look at. Can I go somewhere from here? We got that item, but it doesn't seem like that helps us in anything else. Okay. I guess we're just gonna go back then. I'm gonna go back inside this place with this kinda cool music, actually. I wanna go down, but I am afraid. What's gonna happen? Long way to fall. Should be safe. Should be safe. What if I engage with that? You approach the ladder once more. A long way to fall. Thank the gods. You don't have to try so hard this time. Climb the ladder again. That was a failure. Am I stupid enough to do it again? I am. You take the first step onto the ladder and then you are at the bottom of the ladder. Whew. Okay. We were able to go back at the least because I want to check this place. What is that? This must lead to the rest of the roller mirror. Okay, can we open it though? A wooden door blocks your path. Feel the handle. Oh yeah, locked tight. That must lead to the back office. Haven't been in here before, but I think they closed down a while ago. Heard rumors from some goblins that worked here. I think the owner fired them all out of nowhere. Huh. Shit. Only the choices, only the checks that are gonna be problematic for me. If they close down, why is the mill spinning? I'm gonna pick the lock. Let's go! Natural 20, at least, you know, we failed the check before. We got to nat 1, so now we're gonna get nat 2, I mean nat 20, just to make up for those, you know, embarrassments that we've went through before. But yeah, your fingers work the mechanism with precision. Click, click, click. The lock gives away. The door swings open and you see nothing but black beyond. Complete utter darkness. Can't see a damned thing in here. Navigate the darkness. You stumble inside carefully, allowing your vision to get used to the complete darkness of this underground. Storage chamber? Office space? Why don't I take the lead? Well, Snell's helping, so at least we have advantage. Okay, we're doing good now. The rolls are nice, I like that. You move slowly, hands outstretched. Your fingers brush against walls, around obstacles. Eventually your eyes adjust to the faint light from the doorway. You can make out shapes now. Careful, Cleric. Broken crates, scattered papers, a complete mess. And on the floor, shattered glowstones. They must have fallen from the ceiling when the tea shop exploded. That blast, it shook everything. Now push forward. You wade through the debris. This place has been abandoned for some time. Dust covers everything. What a dump. Search for anything useful. You sift through papers and crates. Most of it's worthless. All the receipts, inventory lists. But then you find something. I pick up the document. A notice. Official letterhead. Notice of termination. Collective action violation. You scan the text. The roller mill owner fired everyone. They tried to form an Asgal union. All workers dismissed, effective immediately. Brutal. That explains why this place is empty. The owner shut down rather than deal with organized labor. Typical. The workers deserved better. They did. But the world rarely gives people what they deserve. Tale as old as time. Or at least as old as factory work. It's bourgeois bullshit all the way to the top. Hells yeah, love me some bourgeois bullshit. He shakes his head. Ignore me, I'm getting tired here. You continue deeper into the chamber. At the back you find an office. The owner's private space. Check the desk. And approach it and... old papers, ledgers, more termination notices. And then a drawer. Locked but poorly. I'm gonna force it open. The drawer slides open with a snap. Inside lies a smooth stone, one with several faces adorned on its sides. It pulses faintly with esoteric energy, a magic item. Esoteric! Examine the stone. Sending pebble. You pick it up carefully. A sending pebble. A magic item capable of casting a weak version of the sending spell, only reaching targets within a kilometer. Due to it not requiring a receiving magic item, unlike a regular sending stone, it is exceedingly expensive and rare. Oh, so we don't have to have another one. I thought it kinda works like a telephone, you know, like you need to have a corresponding one. But no, this one is just gonna be able to transmit the voice over the distance. Cool. You slip the pebble into your pouch. Time to leave. This place has given you all it can. I'm not finding anything else here. Let's go. We exit the storage chamber. You make your way back through the darkness. What a lovely delve. Let's check this stone, though. I kinda wanna see the cost and spell. My +1 wisdom, +1 charisma. We can definitely. We can change this tooth. We don't need it anymore. It's just +1 wisdom. But now with +1 charisma, do I see correctly? Are we getting +1 and +6? Okay, that's very good. Very good. I like it a lot. I wonder if I change the. Nah, I think that's good. I think we're gonna. Oh, it also gives us advantage in esoteric events. No, the wisdom tooth is gonna go away for now. I still don't know what is the deep storage, to be honest. I haven't used it even once. At some point, definitely. Anyway, can we climb without problem right now? You approach the ladder once more. A long way to climb. You don't have to try hard this time. We'll see. Okay. Okay. I'm always a little bit afraid that this is gonna repeat and we're gonna fall down to our deaths or something. This time without any esoteric interventions from any gods or other creatures. However, we finally get outside of this mill. Can we check this? Something stuck in one of the roller mill blades. Can I grab it though? Looking out of... Oh, that's something different, I think. Yeah. Looking out over the ledge towards the roller mill's blades, you see them spinning as per usual, except in one of them there is something stuck. You see a rod. A fancy thing, decorated. How did it end up here? An esoteric event? Interesting. It appears you've spotted something interesting. The design is quite easy to spot among the mass-produced arcane-era magic items. It is an immovable rod. What are you looking at? Oh, he mouths and stares at the same thing you're looking. Looks like a rod? Weird. We could try to grab it, or an immovable rod. Yes. Are they rare? No. Uncommon. Though they can be quite useful as long as the esoteric forces upon them have not waned. However, why it is lodged inside of a roller mill blade, that is a more fascinating inquiry. Wait, wouldn't it be dangerous to try to grab it? You could die, yes. So maybe you shouldn't. Well, that only makes me, you know, wanna try it even more, and also I have an advantage, so maybe we can make it again? Fuck, I have -1! I forgot about that! Fuck me! You reach out, leaning as far as you can, and... No, wait, Cleric! No. You missed the rod, but in the process of falling, you landed right onto the blade of the roller mill. What the fuck? We're here! Oh no! How did you even help me, snail? What do you want me to do? Sprout fucking wings? Beyond the water, on the reach of an ancient passage of Yorian stone, stands a young girl. Next to her, the mother. The child points towards the roller mill, exclaiming, "Mother! Look! A cleric! He's riding the mill!" The mother responds with a sigh. Yes, she tells her daughter. "Come, we have to go get home for supper." I just want the thing. I don't care, just try to jump or something. Just do it at the right timing, okay? Will you catch me? What? The goblin cannot hear you when the wheel is turned away from him. Look, just do what I say. On the next spin, jump. Is there nothing else I can try? Pray? Oh, that's DC 13. You pray. I guess I will have it a little bit easier. I'm gonna attempt to jump. This is without advantage, so most likely this is gonna get fucked. Oh! +0. The roller mill spins and spins. We take a deep breath. Your arms clenching the side of the mill blade. Your opportunity slowly approaching. The goblin watches with trepidation and takes a step back. Jump! You leap through the air. Far, but not far enough. Cleric! At least for a graceful landing. Grab the ledge. Your body slams against the hard wall, your gloved hands clutching the ledge. You pull yourself up, rolling over the side. The goblin helps as well as he can. Okay, close one. You okay? Give him a thumbs up. Good enough. As you stand up, you realize something falls to the ground. The rod! It lands with a thud on the stony walkway. Oh, when did you grab that? I am not sure. Check out the rod. We've got a movable rod this time. It's a hard wooden frame with fancy iron set pieces on each end. Along the handle is a button, however, it appears permanently pressed down. Oh, it's an immovable rod. I've seen one of those before. I don't think it's supposed to move though, right? Investigate it. A quick swipe of your hand reveals its magical nature, the tingle. However, this item is clearly broken. Broken how? Try giving it to the goblin. Hand it over. The goblin grabs the rod. Let go. As you do, the goblin holds it alone. Yeah? It's really light. It's esoteric, clearly. Try tossing it into the air. He shrugs. Okay. He tosses his hands up and the rod does not leave his palm. What? He mutters and tries to let go of the magic item. I can't... It's like I'm glued to it. What the hell? Here, take it back. The goblin hands it over to you without a problem. He looks perplexed. Try touching it against the ground. As you do, it gets stuck to the ground. Obviously. It's a broken, immovable road. It's a... movable road? Sure. Huh. Whatever object it touches last, the rod will be esoterically locked and aligned with. It cannot be moved once it touches an object until it comes into contact with a second object. What constitutes an object in this case? That would be an esoteric designation, usually determined by belief or common esoteric forces, or set in specific rules left by Yor. In this case, it seems to indicate a dynamic object connected via mass. Were you to cut off your arm, that arm would be a new object. Were you to place that arm on the ground, it is not a new object. But were you to, for example, staple the arm to the ground via pythons, then it could potentially constitute as a part of the ground, depending on how harsh the defining forces are in this particular case. Either way, there is no real use in defining those rules right now, but it would be interesting for future study at a later date. So, what can this be used for? Used? Oh, nothing. It's quite literally a useless stick. Really? Well, if used very carefully, it could be a bookend. You know how it works? It's stuck to one thing, and when it touches a new thing, it's stuck to that instead. You got it! You're so smart! Well done! Fuck off! Look, it's clearly useless, but now you know. Was it worth it? I mean, it's a cool stick. It's a very, very interesting stick. Those can never be bad. Right. I guess. Can we do something with it, though? +1 dexterity, hey. It's not that bad, actually, then. Can we... Oh, we could leave that dexterity from -1. Thanks to the crossbow and this item. What would we have to do? We would have to get rid of... Oh, shit, I don't want to get rid of any of those. I can use it as a weapon, no. I have a problem right now, because I really don't want to... Well, this is +2 intelligence, and this is wisdom and charisma. And dexterity is on -1. Maybe I should just be okay with that. Maybe I should just appreciate the fact that I have other stats that are on a high level. Anyway, we're gonna finish this episode right here after grabbing the movable rod out of this windmill. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you had a fun time, you know, watching me stumble around in this world of Esoteric Ebb. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. That would be really appreciated. And we'll hear each other again in the future episodes. For now, take care and bye.